What is going on, my creatures of the night? It is good to see each and every one of you again. I mentioned this in my thank you CKN video, but as you can tell, I'm in a new space. I've moved into a new place, and yeah. A lot of memories in that old place, especially on my YouTube channel. I'd say 90% of my videos are in that old space, and years of, being that young kid, making videos in that little room, Yeah, but yeah, no, I'm finally settled in here, and as I've gotten older, I've realized as one chapter closes, another one opens. So here's to new beginnings. Hopefully a lot more memories created in this place, as I'm still young. I still got tons of content left in me, Trust me when I say that. I'm only getting started. But yeah, I do want to apologize for my absence. I've been trying to drop a few pounds, and really just been trying to find my way in life, trying to figure some things out personally. I won't go in detail, but have gone through quite the downward slope in the past 6 months, and I've really just been trying to get out of that. But I figured I'd start pumping out some content again, because this is something that I really liked doing, and it was kind of my way of just feeling like my old self again, and just being me, being my true self, and just talking about music, talking about the things that I love to talk about. But yeah, today I want to talk about Windhand. They dropped an album back in October. I actually listened to it. I just never got the time to do a review because of all the circumstances. But I'm giving you the review now, whether you like it or not. So, those of you who don't know Windhand, they are a band that originated in, I believe it's Richmond, Virginia, and are of stoner/doom metal descent. Might I say, I'm a huge fan of stoner and doom metal. I love bands like Electric Wizard, Uncle Acid. I've talked about Weedpecker and Sleep on this channel before. So many bands. If you go out and check out Stone Metal of Doom on YouTube, they're putting out all these albums from bands like you've never even heard of, as well as well-known bands. I like Electric Octopus, they're a great band. I could go on for days about stoner and doom metal. But yeah, Windhand is definitely up there with all those bands that I mentioned, and honestly, they're just as good. I dig a lot of their older stuff, and I was kind of excited. I was kind of excited when this album came out. So let's start with the intro track, which is one of the most important tracks to me. As I've said before, it gives me an insight on what exactly I'm stepping into. And I will tell you what I'm stepping into. Weed. Lots of weed and psychedelic euphoria. And that's exactly what I felt with the intro track, Heligon. It's very fuzzy. It's a very fuzzy, trippy, euphoric experience. This album as a whole is pretty solid. Windhand does a great job at keeping the listeners invested in the music to the point where their minds travel out of Earth and visit the astral planes of psychedelic wonder. Songs such as Grey Garden, Light into Dark, and Eyeshine are perfect demonstrations of Windhand taking you into fucking outer space. And honestly, that's what this album pretty much is. It's your solid stoner/doom metal album. It's got the fuzzy, bluesy guitar riffs. It's... Okay, bear with me. I haven't done this video thing in a long time, so if I fuck up a few words, I'm not editing it out, just bear with me. Fuzzy, bluesy guitar riffs, that's hard to say. This is going to be in my outtakes, or it's going to make it onto the video, but whatever. Anyways, it's got hypnotizing guitar solos, soaring guitar solos all throughout the entire album. Some of the songs rely on repetition, while some rely on progression. And honestly, the whole album is just a fucking trip, man. It's just a fucking psychedelic trip. In total, I would give this album an 8 out of 10. I don't have anything bad to say about it. Kick back, roll up a joint, whatever you do, and enjoy the ride that this album takes you on. It's definitely a trip that you need to experience on your own, which is why I'm not going too far into detail. With stoner and doom metal albums, I try to allow the listener to interpret things for themselves. I give a little bit of an insight of the world you're stepping into, you know, just so you're gonna want to step into that world and check it out. But honestly, these kind of albums, tell me what you think of it. Comment in the section below. But yeah, anyways, that's all I gotta say about Windhand. It is good to be back. Be sure to check out my thank you CKN video. That's very heartfelt, very emotional. You know, I'm a longtime CKN fan, so yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Rock on.